Are you considering a new construction home but feeling overwhelmed by the process? Well, look no further. In this video, I'll guide you step by step through the new construction process, making it easy to understand and less stressful. So whether you're a first-time home buyer or maybe even a seasoned veteran in this video is for anyone looking to purchase a new construction home. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the exciting world of new construction homes. So the first step in buying a new construction home, as with any home purchase, is to get pre-approved. And this is crucial to determine your budget, which is essential throughout the process. Additionally, pre-approval gives you a point of comparison if the builder you choose offers, incentives using their lender. So we'll dive into that topic further a little bit later on. Okay, so after getting pre-approved, it's crucial to find a reliable realtor to represent you during the new construction process. Whenever you go to a new community, you go into the model home and talk to the sales agent, you have to remember that the sales agent works for the builder, not for you. You want someone who is there to represent you, who has your back and is looking out for your best interest. Just like when you're buying an existing home, the commission is paid by the seller, and in this case, it's the builder. So it doesn't cost you anything to have a realtor on your side working for you. Look for a realtor with experience in new construction, who knows what to look for and knows how to navigate, negotiate for things such as upgrades, appliance packages, lighting packages, window treatments. A realtor will also protect you in case you need to get your money back and ensure, that you understand the builder's contract terms and timelines. Because bigger builders usually have their own contracts, which may be one-sided toward the builder. So having an agent on your side is crucial. Okay, so now it's time to conduct some thorough research. Research builders, the available communities, the amenities of those communities, the schools, the location, and figure out what's best for you and your family. Okay, so after you've picked the neighborhood that you want and the builder, now's the time to check out their model home. Now, be very careful because builders' model homes are gonna have most, if not all, of their possible upgrades that they offer. So just be aware and be careful not to fall in love with everything about the model home. I do recommend going through the model home though, because it allows you to familiarize yourself with the floor plan and the look and feel of the house. Most of the big builders here in Oklahoma that build in communities have a handful of floor plans that you can pick from. So the sales agent can show you their available plans for that community, and from there you can pick your floor plan. Okay, so after finalizing or narrowing down your choices for your floor plan, the next step is to select your lot. Picking your lot is very important. If you decided on a floor plan that might need a bigger lot, be aware that that could cost you more. The premium lots usually include corner lots, maybe some of the bigger lots, lakefront lots, and lots that are on the greenbelt. These type of lots can impact your budget and even the upgrade options that you can choose later on. So if you're looking in a community, the sales agent will show you a map of the neighborhood, which, and tell you which lots are available. And from that, you can narrow down a few lots based on the location, the size, and the cost. But I 100% always recommend to go see those lots in person. Walk them, look at their surroundings, check the topography of the lot, meaning, is it in a valley, is it up on a hill, or is it fairly flat? Will the driveway have a huge slope? Does it back up to a busy street? Because all of this is very important and you need to make sure that you are happy with it. So always, always, always go walk the lot in person before making your final choice. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find value in it, and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date. Okay, so the next step is to find out about builder incentives. A lot of times builders will have specific lenders that they work with, that might offer extra incentives like closing costs or, waived origination fees. This could be a real benefit for you, but you want to be sure to compare it with the lender that you used for your pre-approval, because sometimes they say they'll pay for your origination fee, but the rate is inflated, or maybe the closing costs are higher. So you want to make sure, that you're comparing apples to apples when choosing a lender and making sure that you're getting, the maximum benefit of the builder incentives. So you've picked the floor plan, the lot, and you found out what the builder incentives are. Now it's time to decide if there's any structural upgrades that you want. This includes things like the elevation, the size of the rooms, maybe the number of garages, any changes to the floor plan. You need to be very sure on these decisions, because a lot of times, once they're set, there's no changing. And if you do, it's really expensive. Okay, now's the time for the contract. The sales agent will put everything that you picked all together into their builder's contract. And if you have any questions about anything, now's the time to ask. You should go over the entire contract before signing. And this is also the stage where the sales agent wants money. This is called the earnest money deposit. So it's basically good faith money, showing the builder, that you're gonna hold up your end of the contract, that you're gonna do everything you need to do in order to obtain the loan. The deposit amount will vary from builder to builder, but most of them require 1 to 3% of the contract price to be put down as earnest money. So be aware that this check is cashed, so you have to have that money readily available. But this money will be used towards your closing. So once the contract's finalized, you'll find out about, the meetings that will be coming up, such as, the design meeting and the walkthroughs during each phase of the project. All of the builders have their own process for this. In the design meeting, you'll be picking out, your cabinets, your countertops, flooring, colors, any upgrades, light fixtures. Basically all the pretty things that you want in your home. You have to be careful here though, because this is where you can really get into trouble and start spending a lot of money in upgrades and extras. So be sure to get a cost breakdown so that you can decide what's most important to you and where you want to spend your money. Are the countertops more important than the lights? Is the flooring important? This is where these decisions are made. Also keep in mind, that there are things that might be cheaper if you tackled them down the road on your own, such as, upgraded light fixtures, or even maybe a fence, because a lot of times it's gonna be cheaper for you to contract someone else later on to put up your fence than what the builder is going to charge you. Okay, so once the building is started, I'd recommend going to the house every few days. Maybe once a week, and walking through it. This is where you can find out mistakes and the quality of the work and get anything fixed before it's too late. Find out what the builder's process is for this. Do you need to make an appointment every time you want to walk through the property, or can you just randomly show up? Every builder's requirement for this is a little different, but I would 100% push and insist on doing walkthroughs personally and frequently. So one of the last meetings is going to be the punch list meeting, or what I like to call the blue tape meeting. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the process, because this is where you get to walk through the interior and the exterior and use that blue tape to mark everything that you see that's not perfect. I always tell my clients to be picky and to point out everything. You're buying a brand new house and the builder should fix everything. Now, there's no such thing as perfect, but it should be as close as possible. This is also the time where I always recommend my clients to get a third-party inspector to come inspect the house. They'll more than likely find stuff, and the builder will fix everything that's found. But keep in mind that even after all of that, there's almost always kinks that have to be worked out with new construction. And sometimes the only way to know the kinks is to live in the house. But most builders in Oklahoma have a 1-year warranty, where they come out and fix all the things that you find by living in the house. Now, before closing, you're gonna go back to the house one more time and walk through to make sure that they fixed everything that was found during the inspections and all of your blue tape marks. So make sure that everything is taken care of before you sign those closing docs. So once the docs are signed and your lender has funded the loan, you get those keys and you are now the proud owner of a new construction home. So if you want to learn more about buying a new construction home, or you want my help in the process, don't hesitate to contact me any way that you prefer. My contact info is on the screen and in the description below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that bell so that you don't miss anything. And check out this video about tips to moving with kids and getting them prepared and excited. I'll see you in the next video.